and come to stand. So standing at one end of your mat or the other, doesn't matter which one. Roll the shoulders up and down the back and feel into the feet. You may even want to spread your toes just a bit. Take a nice deep inhale here and exhale completely. And just for a few times, we're going to walk up and down the mat mindfully. So go ahead and take your first few steps here, feeling into your feet, spreading through the soles. And then reversing when you're ready. We'll do that just one more time. So walking up your mat, keeping the spine nice and long. And cover as much territory in your foot. So if you give over to one side or the other, just notice that. And then we'll come to center. So feet will be about hips width distance. Knees can have a soft bend. And again, get that sense of rooting down. With an inhale, take your shoulders up. And then exhale, roll them away, getting nice and broad. The chest, the heart, and feel that into the hands. You may even want to open your palms, turning the thumbs back, and find a few deep breaths here. Throat is open, jaw is soft. Inhale deeply, and exhale completely. Again, clearing the stagnation, we're going to start with the neck spine. So start to rotate your neck in a way that feels gentle and sweet to you. I like this idea of just small circles on the ceiling or towards the sky, clearing away any debris from your night's sleep. Both directions. You can widen that as you feel comfortable. Taking the head into the space behind you if that's available for you. If it's not, don't worry about it. And come to a nice neutral neck spine. So feel both sides of the neck are nice and long here. Collarbones are nice and bright, smiling forward. Inhale deeply and exhale completely. Start to lift the shoulders a few times, so a little bit more vigorous now before we just did it one time nice and slowly. Taking them up and down the back. Might feel the shoulder blades lift and spread as you come forward and then come together as you move back. And then we'll work on just one shoulder joint. So letting one side rest. Go ahead and swing that arm into the space in front of you and behind you diagonally. Just opening up here and then forward with a forward stroke and then all the way back. Feel that joint open and clear. And then we'll take side two. That diagonal movement crossing the body's midline. Big, full breaths here. Then as you're ready, forward stroke, and then all the way back. Good. This is a Qigong exercise to clear stress and stagnation. So you're going to take the kind of the flat part between your knuckles and you're not making tight fists, just really soft fists here with thumbs on the outside. Go ahead and tap the sternum. So if you want to close your eyes, the breath is in and then let's see if we can just go up and down the sternum a few times here. Big inhales through the nose, exhale. Let that movement go. Let your hands come down and check in with the body. See if you notice any buzzing, maybe in the fingers, tingling through the chest. Inhale and exhale. And the hands will come to the hips here and start to create some circular rotation. If the hips are quite stiff, this might be challenging. Do the best you can. So again, just like we did with the head and neck, the circles you get to define. So start to just move in a way that feels good for you. Reverse the rotation. When you're ready, and letting that go, we'll press down into the feet. Inhale, roll the shoulders up, down, and back. Hands can come to the sides. And then start to sway through the torso. Gaze can follow, but it doesn't have to. Your neck doesn't enjoy that, or there's any dizziness or lightheadedness, keep the head facing forward. Good. And then releasing this movement, arms will come last. We're going to take the hands together, so make a little interlace weave here. Inhale, reaching the arms up and take a twist over to one side. Big inhale here. And then exhale, come forward, hands come down. And we'll do the second side. So interlace, weave up, reach, twist to the opposite direction. Feel it through the torso. Big inhale here. Exhale, come center. And then one more time each side. So interlace, weave, inhale, reach, twist. Another inhale, lengthen. Exhale, return. Let the hands come down. And then last side, reaching up. Take your twist through the torso. Big inhale. And then exhale back to center. Hands come down. Bring the feet together here. So they don't have to touch, but they're pretty close. So you're much more narrow in your hips. Hands come just above the knees, pressing down. And find a circular rotation for the knees. So keeping the feet firmly planted as best as you can. Areas might lift off, but that's okay. Just keep working the feet, soles of the feet down, and then reverse. Pressing into the feet, really press down here. Inhale, rise up, roll the shoulders back, and go ahead and take that wider stance now. The weight is going to come into one foot firmly planted, hands on hips, and rotate through the ankle. One direction to start, big clearing breaths. Inhale and exhale. When you're complete in that one direction, reverse. And then we'll take side two. Firmly place that foot down, spread through the toes, rotate, second side. Keep the heart lifted and open. Rotate through that ankle joint, maybe over the top of the foot, and then reversing. And then releasing down. So planting both feet. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up overhead. Press the palms and exhale, draw the hands right down the center line. We'll do that a couple of times. Almost like you're making a big sun rising here. Inhale, reach, lift the heart, press the palms, exhale, pull the hands down right in front of the heart. One more time. Inhale, reach. And then exhale, pull. This time, keep the hands here. Take a wider stance. Your toes will point out, think 10 and 2. Inhale, lift the sternum just a little bit, and then exhale, bend the knees. So you can sway just a little bit here. Feel the feet firmly planted and the knees are moving back towards the baby toe edges. Exhale completely. And with an inhale, arms will come diagonal, stretch and reach. You can gaze towards that uplifted arm. Exhale here. Inhale, side two. Find a little rhythm here for yourself with your breath. Exhale. Inhale for the reach. Exhale when you squat. Reach. We'll finish up here one more. And then coming back to that squat, hands will come to either the thighs or maybe a little bit further down. And it's okay if the shoulders shrug up just a little bit. Draw the navel in and up. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, take a twist. Gaze over the opposite shoulder. Inhale carries you forward. Lengthen. And exhale. A few more just like this. Stay low here for a moment, coming center. Feel those feet underneath you. Draw the navel in. And as you're ready, inhale, straighten the legs, roll the shoulders back. You can turn the toes in for just a moment. Pause and feel. Deep inhale. Exhale completely. Let's come into a warrior two form. So coming a little wider with the feet. The knee is right over that ankle, so kind of second toe alignment. If it's sickling in, gently move it out. Find those warrior two arms, and we'll flow just a little bit here. So the torso is in the center of the body. If you see it moving forward or back, see if you can arrange it right over those hips. And then we'll take a side angle, just a gentle one, waking up. Back to your warrior two, and then reverse. And we'll do that again. Warrior two. Find your side angle, reach forward. Warrior two, and then reach back. Good. Back to your warrior shape. Inhale, straightening that knee, and then turn and find side two. Bending that knee, find a nice stance here. Draw the navel in, activate the arms. Find your side angle posture, reaching forward. In your warrior two shape, reaching back. Reverse. Warrior two. Inhale, reach forward. Warrior, reaching back, maybe lift the gaze, exhale, warrior two. And then we're going to inhale, straighten that knee. This time you can catch your hips and turn all of the toes to face the long side of the mat. Rolling the shoulders back, inhale, lift the chest. And then exhale, fold up the hip creases to your degree. So sometimes it's nice to have a chair here or blocks. If you can make it to the floor, it's still early, so be gentle with yourself. Inhale, lengthen any amount more. And then exhale, fold into your form. Breathe freely. Rest into the feet. Inhale, lengthen forward. Draw the navel in and up. Exhale, catch your hips, elbows towards the ceiling. Inhale, rise up slow and steady. Very steady here. And then begin to toe heel your feet until they come right back underneath you. You're going to reach the arms up with an inhale. This time the right hand will grab the left wrist. Reach it up any amount more and start to arc over to the right side. You can gently turn the gaze towards that left arm if that feels okay for you. Keep the hips forward as best as you can. Breathe. Exhale here. Inhale, we'll come to center. Reach the fingertips up. Left hand grabs the right wrist. Reach it up any amount more. Start to arc over to the left. Feel that side stretch. Breathe into it. Clear the space. You can turn the gaze gently towards that right armpit if that feels right for you. Jaws relaxed. Big, deep breaths. Exhale here. Inhale, come back to center. Reach all 10 fingers up. Turn the palms away. And then let the hands float down slowly. So just feel that movement through space, air on your skin. And when the hands come to your sides, reach the shoulders up, roll them away. Pause and feel in your mountain pose. So find that equanimity between both feet. Make any adjustments you need. Big clearing breaths here. And let's work with balance just a bit. So deciding which leg and foot you want to stand on first. Find a comfortable hips width distance. Press down into one of your feet. Really spread through the toes. Fire up the muscles of the legs and keep the spine nice and long. Hands could be on the hips. You could have a chair nearby. And then start to lift the opposite leg. So you might keep your big toe on the mat, or you might feel that you can bring that knee higher. So keeping it forward. If it feels available and comfortable this morning, you can interlace and draw that knee in towards the body. Breathe. Keep the collarbones bright as you breathe. And the jaw relaxed. And then slowly release what comes down. Inhale and exhale to clear. And then side two. So think about how you set it up. If your hands on the hips feel grounding to you, start to press into your standing leg. Inhale the lifting leg. And see if you're wobbly this morning and your toes need to stay down, stay right through the torso. Collarbones open. Lift any amount more if it feels available. Maybe interlace, catching that knee and drawing it in. It's okay to have wobbles and wavers. They'll be there. Excellent. And then slowly release. Pause and feel in your mountain pose here. Hands by your sides, both sides of the neck long. Draw the navel in and up. Feel the breath. Feel the breath in the lower lungs, middle, right up to the collarbones. Exhale completely. Let's come to sit on the mat. So first with the legs long, I'm going to take the legs long and then bend up the right knee. So the foot will be on the inside of that, kind of the inseam of the left leg. Right hand behind. Inhale, reach the left fingertips up and then begin a twist where you either hook that elbow or just grab with your palm. Gaze will follow over the right shoulder. A few breaths here. And then unravel. We'll take side 2. So straightening out the right leg. Go ahead and bend up the left. So pressing down. Inhale, find length in the spine. Left hand comes behind. Reach with the right fingertips up. And then twist through the torso, either hooking that elbow or grab with the palm. Lift and twist. Gaze will follow. Breathe deeply. Unravel. So from here, both legs will come out straight. Hands can stay behind you. So fingertips pointing away or forward, doesn't matter. Go ahead and just give the legs a little shake. So bending through the knees, you might feel some acupressure points at the backs of the legs, the calves, and the hamstrings. Keep the chest lifting so you're not collapsing into yourself here. Big clearing breaths. And then widen the feet just a little bit more. And you can kind of windshield wiper that through the legs, hips, and feet. Pretty vigorous with this. Find several deep breaths. Keep the chest open and bright. And then release, letting that go and just notice the sensation here. Any tingling or buzzing. Transition to sitting on our cushion or chair. So moving that into your space and finding a comfortable seat for you. Cross legs if it works, but it doesn't have to be that. And just as we did when we walked up and down the mat to begin and really get a sense of the base, we can do that here. So rocking to one side and then the other, and perhaps into the space in front of you, maybe even a little bit into the space behind you. Then allow that spine to come neutral. Drawing the navel in, lengthening, nice, elegant, long spine. We'll rotate through the wrists a few times. Go one direction a few times, and then reverse. You can even flick the fingers. And then letting your hands come to rest. So they may rest on your lap in the center. Hands might be facing down, or perhaps you want to turn the palms up. Find a nice deep inhale here. And with your exhale, move your attention to all the parts of you that are touching the earth. So noticing your legs, your feet, your seat. Feeling heavy here. Feel a nice upward lift in your torso and upper body. And when you're ready, begin to place awareness at your heart. Thinking of the physical heart and all that it does for you every single day to keep your body healthy and strong. Moving you through your day. Now considering the feeling heart. So all the emotions it processes. So the joys, the sorrows, tenderness, pain, anger, appreciation. Let's become aware of how all-encompassing the feeling heart is. Imagining here that you could wrap your heart in a warm blanket of compassion. Just thank it for processing all it does every single day. With this blanket of compassion, see if there's a softness, a resting, a comfort here. Be with this sensation for a few more minutes. I'll watch the time and guide you out when we're ready. Begin to deepen your breathing, keeping it slow and steady and even. Coming back to the sensations of the body, you can take your hands down by your sides here. With your next inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Palms will press at the top of the inhale. Exhale, draw the hands down in front of your heart space, gently tucking your chin. Take another deep breath in here, and with your exhale, flutter your eyes open. Gaze is downward. Gently lifting the gaze as you feel ready to do so. Thank you for practicing.